The amount of useless knowledge I'm about to shove in my brain over the next 6 months.
Yo, this is a sign. Dogs are barking. You said it earlier. Dogs are barking this week.
Kyler Murray, Call of Duty hasn't came out yet. Dude's going to be throwing tutters right off the bat.
Throw himself a touchdown pass.
I love. If I could marry this pick, I would marry it. The dogs want it.
How do you want to start this case? Since we don't have an intro song.
What if we make our own song right now?
All right.
Ba 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 da 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 bow.
Sports.
Ba 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 ba.
Insights. Tips.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Sports Highlights, Insights, and Tips show. It is your host, as always, your boy Chubsy Casey here with you, and with me, my friend, Mr. Macaroni himself. How you doing, buddy?
Let's go, buddy. We're back. NFL is back. NFL
Can
is
we just
again.
Can
Love
we
it.
please just get like a round of applause for football? Just football as a whole. NFL, college football. God, my life is so much better when it's football season. Like genuine, I'm not overstating that one bit. My life is 1,000 times better when football is in season.
The amount of useless knowledge I'm about to shove in my brain over the next 6 months. Unbelievable. And we top it all off with the Super Bowl. Can't be touched.
Although I must say, I always say, especially for my team as of recently, this is the best time of the year to be a football fan because there's so much hope. We're all in first place right now. Everybody's in first place, including us bettors. I have aspirations of the amount of money that I'm going to accrue in my betting account because I never cash out. Can't cash out, right? That's just like more potential winnings in the future. But
yeah, right.
That account is going to get up to such a high number this year. I am excited.
Winners only, Casey. We're paying off the mortgage this year, 100%. We're walking away with this football season with a clear mortgage. That's the goal. We're getting it.
I don't have a mortgage, but a month of rent would be great. Yes. A month of rent. Well, let's get into it here, buddy. So we'll start off the show with a couple of our more random picks before we get into our regularly scheduled picks that you should expect to hear every week. Should be noted that we are historically not that great at gambling, one might say.
46% last year.
I've never kept track. So this is going to be interesting. You're keeping track, right? You're going to do the spreadsheets?
Got the spreadsheets all covered.
Okay.
We posted out so.
Yeah, and we'll keep the data running down below us here for you guys as we go throughout the season. Let's get into the picks. I'll go first. So my first pick of the year I have is my this team was on Hard Knocks, and this other team everybody thinks is going to be really good pick. It's the Eagles versus the Lions. I'm kind of pumping the brakes on the Eagles a little bit because of how much everybody is just like sucking down on their Johnsons. I'm like, all right, ease it off a little bit, but I still think that this game goes over. So I have as my first pick Philly Detroit over 48.5. It's a pretty high number, but it's in Detroit. I think that's a dome. People always score big points in Detroit. I think Jared Goff is good. I think he's actually very good. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is very good. I think that the Detroit Lions defense isn't that good. The biggest worry I would have is the Lions scoring points, but Dane Campbell doesn't go down without a fight. He might lose a lot, and I'm not expecting the Lions to win this game, but I think he's going to fight, and I think the Eagles are going to put up 30. So if I can, at least 30, if I can get 18 out of the Lions, then I have this.
Yeah. The Eagles have the weapons now, right?
They have weapons everywhere. And I am a noted big Jalen Hurts fan. Anything against this pick? Do you see anything?
No, I got nothing against it. Later in the show, I think I might pick a side on this, but we'll see.
You have some action in this game?
Yeah, I love this game.
Yeah.
Love it.
I think it's going to be a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
What do you got?
All right, jumping in. First pick. Chargers -3.5 at home versus the Raiders. This is my fade the Raiders all year game of the year. It's also comeback game of the year, kind of.
Okay.
Play for a tie game of the year.
Here's the question I have for you is, why is everyone fading the Raiders all of a sudden? Like, they're virtually the same team that went 8-8 last year with an interim head coach and all this.
Is gone.
You think he was the
foxhole guy was keeping the glue. He was the glue to that thing.
Who?
Derek Carr played out of his mind.
McDaniel there
good.
now, right?
Yeah. Josh Jacobs, kind of a bum. They're like thinking about not starting him, right?
So I looked at this game. I thought the exact same thing you did. Right away, I was like, what? That seems low for the Chargers. I was like, I was going to jump all over that. But then I really started to think about it and think about last year. The Raiders are not that bad. They're not as bad as we think they are.
It's division at home, though, too. You got to think about that part of it. Herbert's coming out. He's going to get the passing yards for the entire season. I mean, we could see records out of this team. Records.
You're big on the Chargers this year.
I'm big on the Chargers, dude.
I feel like
Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of this a lot of week one betting is just like what teams you think are going to be good for the season because you know nothing about like a lot of these guys and how they're going to do still. So I agree with that. A lot of them are just teams that I'm big on this year as well.
And the whole season, a whole offseason, all they've been thinking about is the Raiders, I would think. All they needed to do was tie that game. And the Raiders just had to kick a field goal with 0 seconds.
Revenge game.
That's like a
revenge
game storyline in this game, I feel like.
This pick, I still right now am in my brain as I'm thinking about saying this pick to you, thinking about going the exact opposite direction. But I'm going to stick to my guns. This is it just makes sense. It's just the way the world works. Bears shit in the woods. The leaves turn brown and orange in the fall.
Yep.
And the Patriots win or cover the spread week one. It's just what happens, especially when they're playing the Miami Dolphins. I don't give a fuck about Tyreek Hill. I don't give a fuck about the pot-smoking coach who I actually love and think he's cool, little nerdy guy. Bill Belichick, week one, has all offseason and preseason to prepare for this game. Tua's at quarterback on the other team. Like, I don't care who they picked up in the offseason. Plus 2.5. You get the Patriots plus points week one with the whole offseason to prepare. You take that bet.
Take it every time, Casey.
That's
money.
I thought about making this my FRASH bet of the week, but I decided I had something else there.
All right, jumping into my next pick. I like another dog, too. If you look at last year, week one, what did we have a lot of? A lot of dogs and unders.
Did we?
A lot of dogs and unders.
Guy does his
All in
research.
that trend.
I'm not gonna have any idea all season long if like you could just you're a notorious bullshitter. You could just be bullshitting me this whole time. Continue.
I think there was 8 dogs that won last year.
8 dogs won in the first week.
In week one.
One outright or covered?
One outright.
Wow. 8 dogs.
8 dogs. That's why I'm taking Kyler Murray and the Cardinals plus 3.5 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs have a big fall off this year. They're going to be double teaming Kelsey all over the place with Tyreek on. Guy Moore might not be able to fill that role that Tyreek was initially in. I love it. Hollywood Brown, we're back. Those guys are going to be connecting all over the field. All over the field, Casey.
I hate it. I do.
You Juju Smith-Schuster guy, huh?
I'm not a Juju. Kind of. I'm not a Kyler guy, is what I'm not. I'm not a Cliff Kingsbury guy either. Don't think he's a good NFL coach.
Week one, though, dude. They're coming out of the gate strong.
We'll see. I like with the points.
They were the last team last year.
With the points, it's nice. I think with the points, that helps you a little bit there. I would not like them as a dog in that position, like just to go straight up. Where's it at?
Arizona.
In Arizona. Kyler
Heat's gonna
does.
play a factor.
Kyler does. He hates leaving home, so he is kind of. Kyler seems like the kind of like, he's like a mama's boy, like kind of little couch potato. Like I bet you we should look up the numbers and see how the Cardinals play at home versus on the road. We'll have our stats guy look into that. This is my love-hate pick. That's what I'm going to call this one. This is my love-hate pick because I love someone on one side and I hate someone on the other side. I love Kyle Shanahan. I think he's fucking brilliant. I think he's a great coach. And I hate Justin Fields. I think he's a little whiny baby bitch boy. Such a little bitch boy. So I'm taking 49ers -6.5. They're in Chicago. They're on the road. But I just think the 49ers run away. I think they absolutely control this game from start to finish. They might win by 30 points. I think the only reason they don't is because they're going to just run the ball down their throats all game. They're going to do whatever they want on offense. And have you seen that Bears offensive line this preseason? With the way Fields is running around back there, he's going to be flattened. And then he's the kind of guy that has that pussy boy attitude of like, if they start losing, he's, I'm Justin Fields. I deserve better.
They're already starting to move on from him in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what the locals on the ground have been saying.
Yeah, that's what they're saying over here in Pittsburgh. They're
Really?
already starting to move on from him.
How is that connection from Pittsburgh to Chicago? You guys hear from those boys at all?
No, it's a deep connection. Yeah. Goes back to 85.
Here's
my thing, though. You think you're betting on Trey Lance week 1? You think he's going to come out of the gate slinging? Or you really just think they're going to run the ball heavy, get Debo in the ball with a few handoffs?
I think
that's my only fear.
You remember we were a little young, so it's going a little deep in the memory bank. But you remember a man named Mike Shanahan? Kyle Shanahan's dad? He had a system in Denver with the Broncos where you could pretty much plug any quarterback and any running back into that system, and they would do pretty well.
Works.
So I'll be honest with you. I didn't even think about the fact that Trey Lance was going to be the quarterback. Didn't even cross my mind because it doesn't matter. I think Raheem Mostert's the running back, or Elijah Mitchell.
Went down to Miami.
Yeah. Elijah Mitchell. See, the running back doesn't matter either. You put anybody in both of those positions, they're just going to be an efficient left to right zone running scheme.
6.5. I had it on and off my card. I ended up taking it off at the end of the day.
6.5 is a lot of points.
Might have to throw a unit on there just to get a little action on it.
6.5 is a lot of points, but I think the Bears are just that bad.
Dogs were winning. That's why we're taking favorites. It flip-flops every year, right? Winners, dogs, losers, dogs. We're taking the Saints -5.5, running early with Jameis. Absolutely hate Marcus Mariota. There's a reason why Jameis went 1-1 overall versus that bomb. Mariota should be out of the league. He's absolutely horrendous. Jameis looks strong off of that injury. That team's going to be connecting. Olave, maybe 2 touchdowns in his NFL debut. Absolutely love the Saints there.
Hold on. Watching you dig for reasons to bet on Jameis Winston this year is going to be very fun entertainment. Like, just find you're like, dogs and winners and losers and Saints -5.5 because I love Jameis.
The second one, don't want to spend too much time. This is just to put it in, plug it in, and forget about it. It's going to happen. Ravens -6.5 versus the Jets. At
New
Jets.
York. Yep, New York.
Listen, I have this thing engraved in my brain that the Ravens are just the best team ever week 1 because I thought the Dolphins were going to beat the Ravens week 1 2 years ago. The Dolphins put up 50 on them. Went through the same thing last year. The Raiders just absolutely pounded the Ravens week 1, so my brain should flip back, but it's not. Staying on track, man in the suit. We're staying with what we know. Ravens -6.5. That team is all the way.
Both of the picks that you just made are going to come up in 2 of my picks after the break. But for now, we got a little special treat for the viewers. Manny and I are going to be competing against the vending machine at your local supermarket this season, right? So what?
Yes, sir. Dave.
It's one of those little quarter machines that you twist and then you get a sticker of a football helmet out of it, right?
You got it.
All right, so can you explain the rules? So if you pull a helmet, then that means the machine is betting on that line, right?
That's correct.
If you pull a helmet twice, same helmet comes up twice, how does that work?
You bet the over on it.
Machine bets on the over in that game.
Yep.
And then the machine's making 3 picks every week?
Yes.
How about, because if 2 helmets are repeated?
Oh, your boy's driving right back to the supermarket, buddy.
Okay, we could go over and the spread in that game.
Yeah.
Or money line and the spread if the helmet comes up twice.
Yeah, I love that. Moneyline dog.
Money line, well, it doesn't have to be a dog. It could be the money line
Favorite.
the other way. Yeah, money line favorite. All right, so we'll track the machine versus us. Let's cut to the machine video.
All right, boys. It's time. Time for machine picks, week 1. There we go. We're here. Chubbs, hit the fast forward button. Boys, check them out. First machine pick of the year. Oh, Baltimore Ravens. TC, buddy. Baltimore Ravens -6.5 at Jets. I don't hate it. Kind of love that, actually. All right, pick number 2. Oh. Marcus Mariota. They're going to try to take on Jameis. Getting 5.5 at home versus Saints division game. Is that a system play for the machine? Is the machine taking division home dogs? Go Jameis. Go Saints. Last pick. Oh. Let's go Kyler Murray. Call of Duty hasn't came out yet. Dude's going to be throwing tutters right off the bat. Arizona Cardinals plus 3.5. Take him. Best bet of the week. Casey, I'm sending it back to you in the studio. Appreciate it.
All right, we're back. Apollo, what the hell is going on, brother? Does he want to go OUT?
No, he wants to fuck around with you.
All right, this will be good. Yo, this is a sign. Dogs are barking. You said it earlier. Dogs are barking this week. I have to bet dogs. I think that's a perfect way to start off our segments. So we have 3 picks we're going to make every week on the back half. These are almost always our favorite picks, I would say, for the most part. We've got our Moneyline dog. We will both bet on one Moneyline dog every single week. We've got our system play. We both have our own systems. It's very private, secret information. We can't tell you what the system is, but we can tell you what the pick is and try and help you out and win you some money. And then, of course, we have our FRASH Bandicoot. Put your mortgage on it. Free money, fronty pick of the week. Let's kick it off. Moneyline dogs. I'm going to let you go first since you got the dog right there with you.
The dogs are barking. Casey, you alluded to it earlier, buddy. Nobody's going to stop Bill Belichick this year. I absolutely love Patriots plus 145 Dolphins. I mean, come on. You're not going to go against Bill all year, right? You got to bet on the guy.
Yep, I bet on it. I bet on it earlier. I think it's a fantastic pick. They're still the Dolphins. Like, everyone is acting like because they got Tyreek Hill, like we're not talking about the team that literally last year was paying their coach to lose games. So, yeah, I don't understand the hype. Plus money on the Patriots. Couldn't agree more with you. Probably should have been my Moneyline dog as well. I got a different Moneyline dog in mind for you. And you're not going to like it, buddy. Let me tell you this. There's been one man that I have seen in the history of the NFL throw himself a touchdown pass. And that man's name is Marcus Mariota. Listen, Manny, the New Orleans Saints have a brand new head coach. Jameis Winston, isn't he coming off an ACL?
Yeah, he's fully recovered. Did you see his workout regimen to get back?
All right, Jameis is coming off.
Stronger than before.
They've got a quarterback coming off an ACL. They've got a brand new head coach. The game is in Atlanta. I think Atlanta runs the ball like crazy. I think this Arthur Smith guy is gonna be like a whole new Atlanta offense that you're not used to seeing this season. They're not gonna be high scoring. I also like the under in that game. I actually love the under in that game. I'm definitely sprinkling that. Falcons plus 180, money line straight up.
That's just about the worst pick I've ever heard of. We almost need a side bet at this point, right?
What do you want the side bet to be? Somebody's got to do something on next week's show.
Perfect. We'll let the viewers decide.
Let the viewers decide. I like it. Let the viewers
The top
decide.
comment on the YouTube will be done. This is my system play. This would be my FRASH. This is my best bet I've ever made in my entire life. I've never loved any single thing more than the system play. The system last year hit at 58%, was like the highest it ever liked a game when I spit it out of the model. This game is coming in at 62 for the model. I could not. This is the highest I've ever seen it throw out. It's never loved a game this much in its entire life. Houston Texans plus 8.5 against the Indianapolis Colts. Book it. I love. If I could marry this pick, I would marry it. That's how much I love this pick.
I really like this pick too. I think the Colts are really good, but I think they're another like run the ball team. But what if your boy Matt Ryan just comes out blazing, on fire?
They're going to take a couple weeks to get that connection going.
Okay.
I'm not saying they're still not Super Bowl contenders.
Also,
I just think week one, the Texans got that shock factor.
You know how you can tell that this is a system play and there's zero emotion involved? You love the Colts this year.
Love them.
Love
got a Colts jersey.
And you
got a Matt Ryan jersey.
You just didn't have a choice here. The system says what the system says.
Yeah, 100%. Got to go with it.
All right, my system play. What, did you have another comment?
I was just going to say division at home, too. That's another system within a system.
Oh, you got a system on top of a system there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
the tried and true system versus your
Stack
system.
them up, Casey. Stack them up like a sandwich.
My system plays an over. It is Ravens Jets over 44.5.
Lamar Jackson scores 50 by himself.
Correct. Yep. That's I'm
That's
not
the
going to
system?
I'm not going to give up the system. I'm not going to give up the details of the system. But yes, over 44.5. Lamar might account for 40 of those. I need like 14 from the Jets. Do you think I can get 14 from these guys? They went 4-0 in the preseason. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot on the Ravens in that pick with that system, but 44.5 is low.
I like it.
Also, I think people think of the Ravens as this big defensive team from their old days, but like they're pretty high scoring, not that good of a defense team these days.
Yeah.
All right, last pick of the week. FRASH, bet the mortgage on it. With all the backing you threw to your last two picks, do you have any confidence left to put towards this pick?
This is the PA special right here, buddy.
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles minus 3.5 against the Detroit Lions. Take it to the bank. Aiden Hutchinson might tear his ACL, Casey, when Jalen Hurts hits him with the skirt real quick. I think this is going to be an absolute blowout. Hard Knocks can turn off the cameras because this is the team. Eagles are coming to play.
Yeah, you're all in on the Eagles, huh?
You
got any Eagles jerseys?
I got Brian Westbrook. Ever hear of him?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he scored a couple tutters back in the day.
Yep,
absolute
Giants
beast.
Nightmare.
Here's the thing, though. I'm just so out on the Lions. I took their season under too. I don't think they're a good team. Dan Campbell, blah 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 blah. I think he's an overrated coach. He's not going to get the guys truly up and ready to play. Flashy for the cameras, Hard Knocks. Oh, he's such a tough guy. I don't like it at all. Eagles is where the true grit is, and they're taking this one home. Minus 3.5, easy. It's going to be a rout, maybe 15, 16 points. You can get an alternate spread on it. Take the alternate spread.
Wow. As much as I don't want to admit it, you made a lot of good points.
Thank you.
My FRASH pick of the week, free money, free cash. Come and get it. Frash Bandicoot. Carolina Panthers -2.5 at Cleveland.
I went back and forth on that so hard. I kind of love that pick, Casey.
Did you see what Baker Mayfield said?
I think he's going to go out there and kick their butts.
He said, I'm going to fuck the Browns up. Fuck yeah. And Baker Mayfield with a vengeance is not a Baker Mayfield you want to fuck with. I know that the Panthers aren't going to be good this year, but I don't think the Browns are going to be that good either. Panthers all day. Don't forget, the Panthers have the number 1 and number 3 quarterback taken in the draft like 4 years ago, and they have Christian McCaffrey. They're not nobodies. DJ
Moore is so underrated, by the way.
And it's in
I'm
Carolina.
not saying I like the Panthers. Yeah, DJ Moore is so underrated.
This is an anti-Browns pick. I'm gonna be anti-Browns a lot this year.
Yeah.
I just don't think that there could be a good vibe going on in that locker room right now.
Can't.
Like, how do you have a good
Who
vibe?
Who they standing up to play for?
Yeah, exactly.
They don't have like a Jameis type leader like leading them into the war.
Get the fuck out of here. That's a good way to end the show. Good show this week, buddy. Good luck. Good luck to everybody out there on all your picks. Send us your picks and let us know what you're betting on. I'm traditionally really good week 1 because I don't have any idea what I'm talking about anyway. So I think I'm actually going to have a good week.
I think I give you 7 winners right there.
Thanks, buddy.
Free 7 winners.
Free 7 winners. Appreciate it. And I imagine the fans do as well. We'll roll some pick credits at the end there, but thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Enjoy football.
Thanks, everyone. That means the winners.
Try it again.
The dogs won.
Oh.